Good evening and welcome back to Oddsparks. I was about to say Factory Town. Wow. No, we're in Oddsparks. We're definitely in Oddsparks. We're going to hand in the quest to the Divine Researcher. I've got a lot of stuff collected here. The attacks, they don't stop coming. I'm down to 30 sparks. I have no more, oh, actually, there's 30 there. So, but yeah, we went through a lot of swords until I retreated basically away from the place because it gets tougher and tougher and tougher. So yeah, okay, let's complete your quest here. You hand the Divine Researcher the last of the materials and try to explain the inner workings as best you can, leaving out no detail. Yes, I see. This etheric collider is incredible. A way to actually refine corrupted aether to become useful. What an invention! You got another quest? Oh, it never ends. Never ends. I've been marveling at the etheric collider. What it's capable of doing with the corrupted aether is fascinating, and I think there must be more that's possible. Please remember some grey aether and cleansing fabrics to experiment on. I do have. Don't take too long. You're here. I'm buzzing with no ideas. How many do we have in the? Oh, enough. Apparently we have enough in the box already. I was just dumping everything out of the machine into the Divine Researcher's box because it was convenient storage. So, okay, we have enough here. Oh yeah, well and truly, wow, awesome. So the alchemy lab can cleanse them. A spark token cleansing. Ooh. Corrupted aether can become. Okay, that one I'm interested in because I've got loads of those. So one of those becomes one of those, or two of those, or I don't know. But yeah, we get 12 fragments. Nice. Okay. So I have so many new things for you. I managed to replicate the cleansing process, the alchemy lab, and ways on refining corrupted aether and grey aether. I even figured out a way to cleanse your corrupted spark token. It's not as perfect as I like, but it's interesting. But it's something. Sorry. I don't have a corrupted token. I don't have a corrupted token. Okay. Right. Let's go down to ruin items. Cleansing fragment. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. 4 grey aether and 18 becomes 20, so you get 2. You turn 4 grey aether into 2 cleansing fragments. I like that. And the scrubby spark can go into the cleansed etheric converter. Needs 50 times processing. Oh, nice, so we can do that inside there, but I need to get scrubby sparks inside there. So I need to go into the room. I kind of want to get this process going there, because grey aether... is quite easy to get, sort of, but okay, so comments to the last episode as well. Wise Mac mentioned about we need to set up a feed for the cannon. Feeding into stuff here, which is fine. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, that's corruption. Yeah. Let me go back up here. Let me go back up a minute. So we picked a Heart Rift rune as well, which is interesting. It's something different. So let me go back up here just a moment. Okay. So you'll notice I have changed the landscape here. I've raised up some landscape here. The slimes can only they can't jump. They can't jump. They can only walk on the floor. So it's tower defense. So I've forced them to come along here, come down here, come around here, and come here. And I had my tower back here shooting over this wall. The sparks can jump over the walls, so it was fine, and it was working beautifully. The problem was that after a certain amount of time, you get bigger slimes. Then after a certain amount of time, you get bigger slimes. And the bigger slimes broke down into the bigger slimes, and then they broke down into small slimes, and it overwhelmed my sparks. There was too many little ones around at once to do anything. We're down to threat level 1 now. I was at threat level 3 at one point, so I retreated. I retreated back because if you go back to here, you actually end up at threat level 0. So, but I was at threat level 3 at one point. So, yeah, that wasn't great. So, I retreated everything back here to this here, and this has just had a. This is where all the corrupted aether's gone, and that's where all the crystals have gone, and they're just making this and dumping it in the divine researcher's place. So, yay, awesome. Okay. So we can create infinite cleansing fragments if we get lots of grey aether, which we can get from the corrupted aether, but we would also need to bring in the aether crystals. Now, aether crystals I can make in this area here. This is not a problem. Temperature 0 here, so this is fine. So yeah, so I could absolutely come down here. We're all completely safe down here, so I've got all this space down here. I can build stuff in without any worry of being anything on there. I'm not sure what it means by hot. It's hot rift in touch. It looks like it's on fire. I've never had any of my sparks catch fire, so I don't think that's the thing. It does look like there's flames around it. Maybe this is more dangerous than the other ones. I don't know, but the one we've picked. It's the one we've picked. I could build walls here and literally have the sparks come in and the slimes come in and go down, up, whilst our cannons shoot into them. That would be a thing to do. And then we could just feed the cannons into here. I also, Weismack was mentioning in the comments about set up a manual supply for them. So basically bring up a big crate full of sparks, full of stabby sparks, and just have them just feed into the machines. So we don't need to run a train up here for everything. We could do that. Try all deposits here as well. That gives us copper, doesn't it? There's no way for us to grow stone. That's a shame. Unless I can break down. Hold on just a moment. Mountain ideas. So stone. You can break down stone blocks, but then we don't get stone blocks guaranteed. No. I just wonder if there was a way to make stone here. If we can make stone, I wouldn't have to do that. The other option is to tap into, like, here, the giant rocks here, and run a train up just to drop stone off. And then with stone and wood, we need wood as well, which would be a bit of a pain. But wood's not too bad, because we got this line here. This line here already could have wood put on it. We absolutely could run wood on this line here. So, yeah. Bring wood and stone up. And we can rebuild a little thing here, which just dedicates to building slashy sparks, stabby sparks, cutty sparks, whatever they're called, slashy sparks, to feed our machines constantly. We could also then put a teleporter in here. That would help. We've got one there, technically. We can tap into copper here if we need copper for anything. We could definitely build a little setup here to constantly feed this. The problem is I need to then feed into that ancient shrine up there, I think at a minimum. We have to feed up to this guy here. Gives us +3 subsurface aether. I don't have a clue what, how much power we need for the subsurface. I don't know what's required for that sort of thing, so yeah, I don't know what we actually need. It's right here. I don't know how much the printers use. Excuse me. Can we see that? Ruins items. No. Let's go inside the ruins again. Go in there and have a quick look. We can always walk back out the door again. It drops our bag on the floor side. The only thing I need to be careful of is to make sure I pick my bag up before I save and quit. Items do remain on the floor in this game. It does save items on the floor, but I'm concerned about all my stuff, because not that I have a lot of it now, but So what do these need? They need one, and they'll make a spark. So the corrupted aether that I put in there see, this burns all the time. It's +3. $3.8 a minute. That's a lot. That's a lot. It would be better if I did just one, and fed 3 of them. With one will give me 3 a minute. So I've got 3 over there. So I've got 6. 7. There's 7 ancient shrines. That means I can make 7 printers work. What's that? What's this? An ancient greenhouse. Creates a cleansing seed. Oh, okay. What do I actually need to these? Do they just need a scrubby spot? They don't actually need any inputs. Is that it? That can't be right. I guess they need someone else at a later stage. Bet you they need someone else. So we've got some sparks we can do here. Okay, so if I... Of course, I can't make scrubby sparks. Okay. I need a plan. I need a plan for this. I need to take inventory of what we have available to make, and then I need to go through and make a plan to get the things we want. Does this consume scrubby sparks? Is that what happens here? Or does it make the scrubby sparks corrupted and then we have to cleanse them? Because that might not be so bad. Can we also make grey matter in here? Can we make grey? No. Are all the printers the same? Let's go up here and check another printer. Yes, all the printers are the same. Okay. You take that and aether seeds and you create a cleansing seed. What does a cleansing seed do? I don't have a clue. Also wonder if I can create a teleporter and then actually teleport in here with stuff. I wonder if that's a little thing we could do. That doesn't really look like it's giving me anything I can burn. I've got leaves and wood. I don't reckon that's a thing. I don't reckon you can teleport in there. I reckon you'll drop all your stuff on the floor whenever you come in here. But yeah, so we need to drop scrubby sparks in here, and my guess is that the scrubby sparks end up being corrupted, and then you have to cleanse them. The problem to that is you get 50-50, so you're not guaranteed to get your scrubby sparks back. So I need to set up a line making scrubby sparks in here to feed into these guys to have this become cleansed. That's what I think the goal is here. Okay. Right, so I need to take inventory of everything that we can do in here and then figure out what production lines I need to make that happen, because I want to make it the most efficient possible way so we're not wasting any of this etheric under subsurface etheric energy. So let me try and figure that out. Okay, so I have a plan. I have a plan for the ruins, but I need to test something first to find out whether it'll work or not. So you cannot transport any goods into the ruins. So you have to build everything in situ. Sort of. You can transport some goods in there because you can build buildings from your storage chests around the world. And then you obviously can remove those buildings and get the resources back. So you can transport some goods in there some way. So yeah. I also was mucking around trying to see whether there was any way I could get boxes to be put inside the place. And you can. I'm not going to do that. There are ways to basically like grab a container, and you can move the camera in certain ways and actually put containers inside the ruins area, so you can fill a container with stuff and then just pick it up and put it inside. So I'm not going to do that. That's basically cheating. I'm not going to do that. That's wrong. But removing items and getting the resources back, so you see we get the wooden panels, we can do that. That is technically there. It's awkward, but doable. Also not the way intended, so I'd probably like to avoid doing that as well. It will happen, obviously, but the thing I want to test is the burning sparks, because I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but it is a plan regardless. So we need to create the scrubby sparks. We need to create these guys inside there and feed them into the machine, and then they'll get hooked up, and then we can cleanse them, and we get 50% back. And so we need to constantly make them. So I have a list of things to make the scrubby sparks that I've looked at here, but it involves also getting the grey, getting the corrupted aether, so we can get the grey aether. Because we need the grey aether, and we're going to need the cleansing fragments as well. And to make the slashy sparks, pretty good. Slashy sparks are good, don't get me wrong. I like the slashy sparks a lot. They're fantastic. 2 defense and 3 offense. But I was looking to go, this is something better. It's something better. Well, these have got 3 offense and 4 defense. Burning of pyromancer. So I was thinking maybe I give burning sparks a try and see whether they can kill the slimes easier. And because they've got more defense, they can take more hits. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. If I go back to this here, so inside the area there as well, there's no threat in the area at all, anywhere. So I don't know whether that means that they only retaliate when we're attacking them, or not. There is also, when you actually mouse over one of the rifts, it gives you a bar saying what level you're at for things. So I wonder whether that will change things. Like it will get more difficult as time goes on in there, and we could end up ruining ourselves. We have to stop everything, let it all calm down, start again. So I don't know. So yeah. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a tower. We're going to test something here. I can make the sparks. So what can I? Oh, I need stone. Need some stone. We can make the fire sparks. They are hold on, burning sparks, lava caps, copper ingot, and aethers. And oddly enough, if I go to the scrubby sparks, they need copper ingots and aether crystals as well. So we're going to be making the aether crystals and the copper ingots. We just need to make sponges, which is all made from wood. And the burning sparks need lava caps, and we're going to be making lava caps because we can get fire shroom clusters to make the lava caps, and then the lava caps. Obviously, we need the fire shroom clusters. Lava caps can be used to make the burning sparks, and we can set up a system that auto feeds itself, so we can self-replenish the lava caps all on their own. We can do that. That'd be fine for it. So yeah. So I have a plan for making them. I just need to test whether they work against the guys the way I expect them to. I think they will. There's also something else that I really love that I never really noticed before. I'm going to put that here. It's a bit. That should one turn around. Yeah. You can hear the music. I know it's a bit quiet, but you can hear the music. Actually, it's not quiet at all, is it? But if you go into this mode here, it changes. It I love it. I don't know. It's really weird. I had it quite loud the other day. I was listening to other stuff and I was like, hang on a minute, that changes every time. Awesome. Just subtle. I don't know. So, right, so we can have 5 in here rather than 10. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. But, yeah. Targeting mode. Enemies, harvest tools, corruption. Okay. So, let's do that. Poo. And of course, as they land as well, they burn up things in the same rate. So yeah. So we can leave this running for a little while. It is close enough to do that there. Boom. And then the threat level will increase. I see, hostility level. There you go. So the hostility level shows all the time in the ruins. And what happens is, as it goes up, then all the 1s will turn to 2, and we'll start getting bigger slimes. Then it'll turn to 3, and you start getting massive slimes. And you have to obviously deal with them as they go. They also build up over time, like a raiding party, essentially. It will build up a certain amount here when you get to higher threat levels, and then they'll start coming for your base. So, yeah. And this is only obviously reaching halfway through there, so it's not attacking all the time. But they do look like they're working. I just wonder how well they'll work against the other guys. We need to set up something here as well for this anyway, because I need to get the cleansing things to send up to here to make, or send up to these things here to make cleansing stuff go on there. The biggest problem, as I've said, is probably the amount of cleansing stuff that I need, because the printers all use one. Right, so you put these in here, you put them in the engine generators, and you get one subsurface aether, and they all use one subsurface aether. So I need to make sure these are powered to at least 1 to use one machine, and I'm going to need, I think, a minimum of 4 machines running at the very minimum to create things. A lot of stuff I'm going to try and make internally as we go, but some we can't because I need operators, which is a bit of a pain. So yeah, so I need 4, which means I need to either run some of these at 2 each, or 1 at 3 and 1 at that. It's more efficient if you run them 1 each. So if I could put the 1, 2, 3, 4 at 1 each, we'd use less of them. So yeah, because it's just you end up using less. Oh, we're down to 4, so we've lost 1 already. This doesn't bode well. Did I put a 4 in there? I did put 5 in there, didn't I? Yeah. See, there's a big boy. Nice. Okay, so they are working. They are doing their job. This is the problem though. This is where stuff goes terribly wrong. One of them gets stuck trying to pick something up. Then yeah, boom, there you go. See, big one turns into 2 small slimes. And then that breaks down into 3 little slimes, and you end up with 6, and then that's where stuff goes terribly wrong. So yeah, we're at level 2 now. Yeah, the big ones can attack quite quickly, so yep, there you go, there's another one dead. Okay, so another one dead. So I definitely have to figure out something for doing this up here. Also not really picking up stuff quickly enough, are they? No. think what I should probably do is trigger it, and then maybe move it away. Like I kind of did before, like it was over here before. So they're hostile. They have a hostility level, which means they're going to build a bigger one. Once they get a big slime, the big slimes will eventually come out and start attacking the base. So yeah, and we're down to just one slime as well now. So I think these do work. Obviously, we need to cleanse them out, and we need to make some crystals over here as well at some point. So yeah. Ooh. There you go. Right, so this does work. There you go. So let's attack him. Nice. So we are picking up all the things on the floor, which is a bit of a pain, but I think I'd have more than one. So I need to make burning sparks up here. That's what I need to do. I need to make burning sparks up here and do that. And burning sparks, as I said, aren't terrible to make because they need aether crystals, copper ingots, and lava caps. Lava caps we can make in situ. We can do that. That's a whole little process just on its own. It just needs the plant extractor doing the fast room clusters, and the fast room clusters are made in a greenhouse, not an arboretum. So that's easy enough done. Stellar fertilizer is done in the alchemy lab from the fertilizer and stellar leaves, and that is also done in the greenhouse, and that's self-perpetuating as well. So, yep, although we don't get any volcanic soil, do we? That's a problem. That is a bit of a problem now I think about it. But then I think this can become self-perpetuating. So, yeah, so we need to build that here. Oh, he's off. Yeah, we've got a huge slime. Pop. Oh, we lost another one. And you actually got slime on the bottom of you, somehow. Okay. Clean it, clean it, clean it, clean it. And then I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it down over here. Whoa, steady on. Let's, oh no. I was expecting you to throw another one out there, but you're down to just one. I think this building is, oh, there you go. Take it out of the area. So yeah, I think that one slime's going to carry on coming around. That'll be fine. All the rest of them will be left then. So, okay, so we need to set up a burning spark area, and we need to set up some things to make aether crystals up here as well. Oh, what's going on here? Ah, the burning sparks aren't all that great at attacking at short range. Okay. Oh, you're still coming. Oh no. Oh no. Right. Okay. Go. Maybe a mixture. Maybe a mixture of slashy sparks and burning sparks would be the way to go. I think everything can be done in situ. We just need to mine some copper. And if I want slashy sparks, I'd have to get some stone and wood up here. Wood's here. That's not a problem. We can tap into the wood here and bring that along. And then, so that's right here. So we just tap off this, come up, bump, and then go back in. And then stone can be down here. That could be the same. Stone could just come from these giant rocks to this and then be the same thing. So we don't need that much imported. We would just need to bring more stuff. So I think we'll do that. But we will start doing that in the next episode. So yeah, we'll leave this one here and we shall come back next time. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I have a plan and hopefully we can implement it next time. So until next time, as always, have fun.